All right, this is KaotiK Crypto, where tyranny is defied. Doing a weekly update. I'm going to try to do these updates a couple times a week. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do videos every day. I don't think I'm going to try to post. Well, I might try to do shorts every day, and then when I can, I'll do like a little bit more technical analysis and really kind of break down the charts and figure out kind of where I think things may go and how this whole cycle will continue. So we're doing pretty good with the crypto markets. I mean, we're at 43,806, down from 15K, a year ago. It's pretty crazy. Basically, this is a falling wedge pattern. The target is to the top. But when will that happen? It's possible that this cycle goes a little bit different, and we actually tag this before the halving. But then I think that would also, if that happens, if we hit this top before April, May, then that would be somewhere here. Then a retracement all the way down to 35K is very likely. So I really hope that we just consolidate, kind of go sideways, and then probably January, February, March, we'll have a correction for a couple months maybe, and then continue on to the races after that. It's kind of what I'm thinking, but it's really speculative. Ultimately, the halving will be bullish for the crypto markets, for Bitcoin. It'll put more pressure on the amount of supply and supply and demand, that whole thing. So, but it's just what's going to happen between now and March, April. It's kind of up for debate. What happened last cycle? We went up, we did this big run, and we came right back down. So it's possibly go back down to 28 to 32K in the next couple months. And that would give us a buying opportunity to get back in. The fear and greed index is pretty high. Let's take a look at where we're at right now. So we're at 74. We've been in that kind of range. Let's see. We're pretty high. I mean, I think a retest down to the 40, 50 fear index. Really, it'd be nice to get a complete, maybe a real scare down to 28K. It's possibly, in a really bad scenario, if the stock market crashes, some kind of black swan event occurs, it's possible that we get a wick down to 20K, and it would wipe out all the leverage trade. It would clean out all the leverage in the margins, and it would actually be pretty healthy. It would reset us back to probably go up to 100. My target's been about 120K. A lot of people are calling about 250, 275, 175. There's a couple people just saying that we're not going to go up that much higher. It might just go down up to 80 or 90. Yeah, it's hard to say. For me, it's more of a time-based thing. To be out of the markets, by about June. Well, probably September, October, November of 2025. So we still have another year and a half. So it's just where are we right now? We're, compared to last cycle, we're about like right here, right in here. So we still got another year before really we start really ripping up. 8 or 9 months. So the halving happened. Yeah, the halving occurred, I think, right in here. I mean, that flu thing that happened really screwed that market structure. I mean, it didn't screw it up that much. It's just a blemish, but I mean, the uptrend did preserve. So if you just took this and kind of discounted this scare, this black swan, which I don't know if we're going to get one like that. That was the uptrend that went parabolic. Now we are forming a similar uptrend now, and what we could do is form something like this. Make this bright green, maybe a dotted. And this line is probably going to be fairly respected. So regardless bring this up here, something like that. Yeah, I don't think these things are gonna. I drew those a long time ago, so I want to kind of reshape. What I kind of think. And this would be a very, very bullish scenario. 152. I think I did draw that like that too for a reason. Let's see. This is Elliot Wave patterns, and generally, Elliot waves they either go in like 5-wave or 3-wave correctives. So five waves for a trend, and then 3 waves for corrective. So for a example of this, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll do a wave, a 5 count of last bull cycle. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's how you kind of look at the waves. It's just comes in 2 waves, and we're probably finishing our first wave here. You could maybe count this first one as a wave, and we'd be on the second one, but I don't think so. I don't think so. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's do that again. This would be 1 wave. Come back down. Yeah, we might get a little bit more of a scare than this, but come back. And wave 5 like that. Something like that is most likely. And you can do it with the cycle before. This cycle was just really pretty the way it kind of came out, but you could probably do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. And I think we're going to have something more similar to this cycle. It won't be exactly the same, but I think it's going to be a smoother run with regulation and adoption. And I think it's just going to be this was a really chaotic cycle. There's a lot of margin. There's a lot of scares. There's a lot of things going on. I think this cycle may be a little bit easier. Let us hope. So, sorry for the rant there, but what do I think is going to happen in the next, couple weeks or next month? I mean, we're still in the holiday rally. There's money. There's bonuses. There's people working and getting raises. There's probably more optimism. People are getting ready to shop and stuff. I was telling a friend that I think we'll just have a pretty bullish December, but then I do think when things start to settle and the numbers come out after Christmas, I think people are going to see that people didn't spend as much for Christmas, and there's a lot of credit card debt, and they're going to have to start lowering these interest rates aggressively next year. And we may get a pretty good scare in the stock market. So I think things could get pretty dicey after the holidays, after everyone does the Feliz Navidad. So just be ready for a good scare and a retest of this. This takes me. It's down to 30K. A 30K retest is I mean, I don't want to say it's for certain, but it just makes a lot of sense to me. It just makes a whole lot of sense for me. It's possible to do something like that. Even. I don't know. Yeah. On the daily stochastic RSI, this is just a regular RSI. We are making a lower high while making a higher high, so we're already starting to get some bearish divergence. So I could see us coming down, making one more high up to like 50K, 48 to 52K. I think I could see people talking Christmas. Oh, Bitcoin's at 50K. And that's when the top is going to be. That's the top for a temporary top. So it's probably going to come back down for a month or two and recharge the batteries, so to speak. So it's going to be interesting. But yeah, we're already getting some bearish divergence. So again, that means we have a higher high in the price, but we have a lower high in volume. And so we'll probably come back down here and come back up. This one's hit me up. But that's one indication. Let's look at the weekly again real quick. Sorry my chart's a little bit busy. I just, I don't want to erase this stuff. I need to find another. Yeah, so like we're really high. Like we're making one of these moves right now. And on this weekly RSI, the one thing that happens is a correction. So let's look at these. Let's take a look at when we get this high, this is what happens. Boom, boom, retest. We get this high, boom, boom, retest. This high, boom, boom, retest. So we're about to hit one of these retest zones. So just, and it's going to retest 31. And it minimally, 30. I mean, minimally, it's going to retest 34 to 35. People are going to be freaking out. I just know. But I don't know what's going to cause it. There's usually always a news piece that's going to come out and freak everybody out. Elizabeth Warren's talking about regulation and trying to push one more wave against crypto. So she's the biggest lying sack ever. I mean, they all are, especially right now. The puppets up there, just crazy, creepy. But I think we have a little bit more. I think we're probably going to consolidate a little bit before we get that plunge, because the sentiment and what a lot of people I'm following and what they're all saying is that Ethereum is going to run a bit more, and then altcoins will probably have a good push. I mean, Ethereum is just breaking out. I mean, it is just breaking out. I mean, I think its target could be 3K, and that could happen in the next, 3,100, and then we could consolidate back down to 23 where we're at now, and possibly back down to 21K. I think we're gonna this trend, which I'm going to extrapolate, may be our bullish trend. So you'll probably get back in. You might be able to get back into Ethereum at 18 or 19, maybe. I don't know. It depends how bullish we get. If we kind of stall out right here, we're going up against the golden pocket 618. It's probably stall out right now, and then we'll come back down to 1800. That's certainly some possibility, but I think ultimately this trend is probably gonna preserve. Where does this take us? It's not a very aggressive trend though. Maybe it goes more parabolic, because that trend would only get us. Maybe we might have one more test this trend at 2K at some point. But I think it's going to break out of it. It's not going to keep on retesting that. It's going to go up probably more aggressively. And if I had to guess, I haven't really done a lot of price predictions for Ethereum. I have one here for about 12K. I could see Ethereum going 10 to 12K. I don't think it's going to hit 20 though. I think we're calling like 20K Ethereum. I mean, it's possible that if it flips Bitcoin, it could go up to the 20 and 25K. It just seems unlikely to me. It'd have to, but I mean, if they're talking about tokenization of assets and the base layer of the internet, everything going on Ethereum primarily, I think Solana is going to be a big one. Cardano is going to be another one. Dot. There's going to be a lot of blockchains. The one isn't going to rule them all, and you don't want that. We are getting some strength in the Dixie, so that could cause for a correction. Probably going to 104. Dixie is the dollar strength index, pretty much. Cardano is making some good moves. I mean, I'm loving seeing this. It makes sense that it would hit the 200 week. Yeah, we're pretty oversold here. we're similar to right here, so we're probably gonna have a nice pullback. We've had, I haven't really seen this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is this the 9th week of green? I think we're gonna have a nice pullback with Ethereum. That's probably it. Looking at the weekly, we were on Sunday. Sundays, a lot of the times, the corrections come on Sunday. I'm actually getting ready to edit a position because I don't think. I want to believe that things are going to keep on going up. I'm just kind of iffy on a lot of it. I'm not sure. Apologies. Sometimes I just got to do things before I go. Plus, I'm getting ready to get some food. But appreciate you stopping by. Please hit the like, subscribe, leave questions, comments below. I plan to stay in the markets at least for another year to 2 years, and this will be some exciting times. I think we're going to see a lot of crazy things, and hopefully for the positive. It's been a tough couple of years, few years. I mean, the last 20 years, really, I think the internet was a great thing, but I think it got used against us and then divided everybody and everything, and it's used to deceive us and manipulate us. And I think we're finally waking up, and blockchain is going to help to fix that with transparency and data transparency and all that. Just having a truth, a base layer of truth, is very, very serious, very real. We need that. So we'll see how it all goes. But strap up. I think we could give you some pretty strong corrections here. It might happen now, and then we'll have another push at Christmas to New Year's. Or we keep on going sideways, and you see altcoins going crazy, and we'll get one more push. So we're consolidating. And weekends usually, when you're in a bull market, weekends will be the pullback time, and the weeks are kind of the go time. So, maybe next week we start going pretty hard. So we'll see what happens. But check back in later if anything crazy happens. I'll post another stream. All right, peace.